Hello everyone, my name is Alexa, and my argument is about why screen time should be limited for children. Since technology is a huge part of our everyday lives, children like to use tablets, phones, PCs, video games, and televisions for entertainment and learning. And while the technology can be helpful at sometimes, and I'm not saying that children should never be on a screen, because that's not what I'm saying. I do believe that our children, or any children, need to have limits because too much screen time could have a negative impact on their behavior, their sleep, attention, and just the ability to be present with the world around them. My main claim would be that parents, caregivers should put a limit on children's screen time and to encourage them to be present and go outside and do real life activities, not be glued to a screen. I will always tell my children that they look like little zombies staring at the screen, and that's why that they're not allowed to watch so much screen time. One of my strongest reasons is that so much screen time could impact children's behavior. Many parents like myself have definitely experienced struggling to turn off my children's favorite TV show, their favorite game, and then they immediately start asking for more or begging for more time or trying to argue. My 7-year-old, he enjoys playing video games on the computer. I don't know if you guys have heard about Apex Legends. He gets really excited about playing. He can level up, and he likes to often ask for another match. And sometimes it does get hard because he wants to keep going. He's really good, but it can be difficult for him to organize when it's time to stop. And sometimes he'll start the match button, and I have to go take his Wi-Fi connector off. He doesn't get too happy with that, but he's listened to his mom. So this is a good example of why limits are important. Video games and other forms of technology are designed to keep people engaged, and children are still learning self-control and time management. The problem is not that children enjoy technology, but the screens can easily become their babysitters or entertainment. They need to learn how to be creative when they're bored. I always tell my children, I think I already said this, that they're the most creative when they're bored. They always say, I don't know what to do, I'm so bored. I'm like, great. I'm so glad that you are bored because that's when you guys use your imagination. And they do. And another reason why is because it does affect children's sleep. I've seen this firsthand too. Putting a TV screen or any screen in their face, it definitely makes them harder for them to fall asleep, and they lose rest. Since sleep is extremely important for children, especially young children, because their bodies and their brains are still developing. And when our children don't get enough sleep, you know what that means. They have more difficulty in focusing in school, managing their emotions. They're very grumpy when they lose sleep, and controlling their behavior. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, healthy media habits are important for children's development, and parents should create limits around screen use because excessive media use can interfere with sleep, learning, and family interactions. This supports my argument because it shows that screen time is not just about entertainment. It can affect important areas of a child's life. And another reason is a screen can't replace real life learning. Miss Rachel, she's great. She teaches all the young children a lot of stuff. She's great. But children will learn through real life conversations. With playing with others, they learn social skills. They learn how to ask questions. They speak what's on their mind. They explore. They're experiencing real life and reading books, playing outside, interacting with family and friends. It helps build communication skills, social skills in real life. In real life. And while the apps, the educational apps, can be helpful, they should not replace real life experiences. Our children, they need a Ellie, hold on, baby. Sorry, this is my daughter. They need a balance between technologies and activities that allow them to actively participate in learning. A reasonable counter argument is that technology is an important part of society, and children need to learn how to use it because schools and future careers rely on digital skills. Some people may argue that educational apps, online games, and computer programs can help children learn and prepare for the future. And while I do agree that technology has benefits, the goal would not be to remove screens from children's lives. Instead, it would be to teach our children how to use them responsible while still managing how to be a kid, enjoy life, and using their imagination, being creative, and being bored. Be bored. One limit to my argument is that not all screen time is harmful, and that screen time can be educational. Careful, baby. Can be educational, such as completing school assignments, watching educational videos, or using programs that teach new skills. The amount and purpose of screen time does matter, and we need to have some parenting guidance when it comes to our children spending time on a screen. We need to watch what they're doing. We need to set a timer, block all those apps and such that keep children hooked. This issue matters to me because childhood is very important. It's time for learning about yourself, learning how to build relationships, learning how to be bored, learning how to be free with yourself, learning how to pick up a pen and a paper and draw, learning how to make a friend. And as a parent, I understand that technology it can be fun and can be a normal part of childhood today. And my goal is not to remove the things that my children enjoy, but to help create healthy habits and learn some balance. Hold on, my girl. Limiting screen time does not mean removing the technology. It means helping children enjoy technology while still experiencing life outside of a screen that the life has to offer. Thank you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. And my daughter in the background. That is all. Thank you.